Why do I have to comment? You can clearly do it solo. I can't do it solo. Oh my god. Oh my god. I need to get 100k. I need to get 100k, otherwise I don't get pinnacle. I'm gonna give you 1 minute to come and join with me. If you're not coming with me, then I'm just gonna do solo again, but I don't know. I honestly don't know if I can do it solo. I mean, I can do it solo. You saw that. But I don't know if I can get 100k because I took quite a bit of time and I died twice. You can't. It's fine then. All right. I'm gonna try again one last time. I'll do it again, Francis. What are you doing? Are you having dinner? It's like, oh no, wait, you're about to go to bed, aren't you? Unless you're working tomorrow. Are you working tomorrow? It's like 9 p.m. where you are. You're going to bed. You are working tomorrow. Oh, okay. I'm wary of the time too. Just making sure that I don't play too long. I've been playing for, well, I've been playing since 11. It says here I've been streaming for an hour, but I had to disconnect for a bit because I didn't have audio for a while. Yes, my mod's in Australia. My mod is Australian.
Disgraced?
Also, cause he volunteered to be my mod just so he could, you know, I don't know, troll me, I guess. Everyone in my chat likes to troll me. That's the vibe we have around here. They like to bully me. My suffering is their entertainment. By the way, you left us. You love guessing where the troll is. No, I don't mean it in like, you know, okay. I wanna just,
She'll be desperate to prove herself.
I just want to clarify where I'm from in Malaysia. Like, troll for us is not like the troll we know on the internet, like when people are like, you know, being mean and all that. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, we like to tease each other, and I always feel like teasing is not enough to describe what we're doing here. Motivate his ass. You're joking. Okay, troll was a tease. See, okay, that's another thing though. Like, I could never tell if y'all are trolling because I don't know sometimes. Oh no, I missed. Like, that's the other thing that I don't know how to gauge. I'm really bad at gauging if anyone's joking or not. So sometimes I'm like, you guys are trolling me, right? Right? Like, I don't know. I always like to think the best of people, if that makes sense. Where do I want to go? I guess I can hang out up here. Ah! Yeah, I'm chill. Don't worry. Like, yeah. Thank you. But also, that's why you're my mod. And so I don't have to worry about stuff like this. Can I tell you guys like a story, like about how I decided not to date this pastor's kid anymore? So okay, I don't mind if people troll me. Like, I find it funny. Just that I don't get it sometimes, which is fine. But like, okay, so I always feel like the people that I attract, the vibes that I attract are the people that I like to troll, and I noticed that since high school days. So it's been like what, well over 10 years, and I'm obviously fine with that. So when I went on a date with this pastor's kid, who is now, by the way, also a pastor. Hey guys. We were also hanging out in the same place where my brother and his friends were hanging out, and they like to tease me as well. So they're super chill, they're super fun, and we all share the same humor, right? And so at some point, I don't know, I guess the pastor's kid just found it like weird or something, and he was like, okay, that's enough guys, it's enough teasing and whatever, blah blah blah. And that was when I decided I don't want to go out with him anymore, because I find it to be a turn off. Like, I don't mind if people tease me, as long as they mean well, obviously. And so that's when I realized, like, those kind of people are my kind of people. Can you please come over here a bit? Yeah, thank you. Now you're not immune. And yeah, so that was like, I don't know, I was 17 and hanging out with them at the mall. We just finished a lunch date or something, I think, after that. And I realized since then I don't want to hang out with people who doesn't know how to have that kind of humor. Like, I don't like to be all serious all the time. I like to have fun, obviously. I mean, I'm playing a game right now. Is that everybody? Huh. I want to thunder crash this area right here. Yes, I don't have to do that anymore because everyone came out. I make this look easy. This is just legend, and I have part of Inmost Light.
Fallen raiding party ahead. Seem thrilled about Navota's presence.
Servitors are so annoying. Oh, the anti-barrier has put up its barrier. I mean, the barrier champ has put up its barrier. What? Huh, okay. I need to get 100k, damn it. If not, I'm gonna have to do this again. This is the only Nightfall, I mean, on this character that I haven't... Yeah, this character is the only one that hasn't done this Nightfall. I need to do it. I need to get 100k for my pinnacle. Okay. Rolls. Have fun with my storm grenade. Okay, long story short, I'm all about the good vibes. Also, although sometimes I really just don't know how to. I feel like this is where I feel like I'm autistic, because I feel like I don't understand social cues like this. Not unless it's very obvious, you know? Now go back inside. Close one. It's a close call. Oh, I didn't hit him. Oh, I hit something else instead. Have you played all the DLC? I have all the DLC. Actually, this stream is sponsored by my mod. Wait, you don't understand the context. So my mod got me all of the packs. I've played a little bit of everything. Well, not well, not ever one. Are you missing a word or two there? Hi Debra, how's it going? So did he butt dial me just now, by the way? Because I got a call from him. It sounded like you guys were in the car, but like I hello so many times and he didn't. Ooh, I don't want to die here. This is very annoying to restart from. Not everyone. We do need more mods like him. He's so nice. I don't know what I would do without you, man. Could never do like hard content like this without you. I know he calls me also, but okay, yeah, the sound. Lol. Lol. Okay. I know there's another anti-barrier, one more anti-barrier down there. There you go. There's everybody. We're just hanging out there. Another champion is done! I gotta get rid of these guys down there. Any more? There is one more guy. This little dude.
I'm reading dense hive signatures in a facility up ahead.
Oh, didn't do
Like
anything.
this. It feels like a trap.
What? This dude! How did I miss? Okay, I got everything. Look at me, I got a zoomies! Guys, I haven't died yet! Touch wood. Do I say anything? Man, this one, okay. I think too long. Woo! Woo! You got bubble tea? Where is mine, Deborah? You didn't bring anything for everyone here? Ow! Thank goodness for speed booster. Yeah, it will take 1 week. What shipment? The bubble tea cup? Oh, what? Oh, you're talking about my bubble tea. I mean, you could just, you know, send me some money and I order myself. We're about to enter the first part of the boss room. I mean, we're gonna meet the boss a little bit early, and then we're gonna. Oh my god. But tidak dengar. Well, okay then. Okay then. Alright, speed booster time. Azura, before you go to bed, can you let me know? So I don't like talk to you and then you're not there and then yeah. Like let me know when you're feeling all the sleepies and you're about to go to bed.
Expecting the worst, Guardian. Navota has no choice but to defeat you.
Energy signature. That's her. That's Navota.
Whoa, champion's down! Dude, that was so fast! Hi? Hi? Oh, no. Stay there. Come on, man. Give me 100k. I don't want to do this again. Unless someone's joined me. What? Stop moving! You know what? If you're going away, then that's a perfect time to do that. It's not far enough. Oh, the unstoppable is here. Hi. Oh. Rolls are so annoying. Oh my god, this part. Oh my god, this part. Okay. What did I do just now? I did this. Yes. Threw a bunch of grenades. Oh, wow. Wow. Is that everybody? How did I miss? Alright, it's boss room time, guys! Boss room time! Ah! Anyway. Oh, my having sore back. Oh. she go? Oh, she's gone already. Champion is defeated. No, I'm not getting under king. Ah. Oh, did I throw the grenade in? Oh my god. Whoops. But I didn't even shoot anybody there. No, so close! Dude, guys, it was a flawless run! But I didn't get 100k! So I gotta do this again!
We're happy to send the message.
Oh my god, I got a flawless legend run! Oh my god. Flawless legend run. So close. I'm surprised like boss death doesn't give me more points, but that's okay. That's fine. Alright, let's go do something that would not take a lot of my energy and actually make some progress in my pinnacle runs. Oh my god. 98,000. So close.